going on, Knicks fans? My name is Vigo Sports Talk, host of Vigo Talks Knicks. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about the Knicks' historic comeback versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm still in shock. I'm honestly still in shock. This was last night. I'm recording on Tuesday, but I'm still in shock. I don't know what I just watched. This team, they were up. We were down actually, 22 points 7 minutes ago in the fourth quarter. A lot of people thought it was over. They left the game. They turned the game off. But I still stayed for the entire game. I still stayed. No matter how bad we're playing, I'm going to watch the game until it hits 0. That's how much I love my team. And now I'm thankful I got to watch this historic comeback. Comeback I believe is the biggest comeback in Knicks history. And probably one of the biggest in playoff history. I may be wrong, but I got to check after his video. But like I said, I'm still in shock. But I'm not surprised too, because when Brunson kept scoring and the lead was down to maybe 12, 13, I thought to myself, if there's anyone in this league that could bring his team back and win this game in the playoffs in a big moment like this, it's Jalen Brunson. And you know why? Comment me in the comments. I don't care what you say. Jalen Brunson is the best point guard in the Eastern Conference. Over Cade Cunningham, Tyrese Maxey, James Harden, any point guard that you name in the Eastern Conference, he's better than. And you want to know why? He shows up in big moments. He always shows up. He always shows up no matter what in the playoffs. He could average 30 points a game in the regular season and not show up in the playoffs. The playoffs and the regular season are two completely different things. Jalen Brunson is the second youngest guard behind Steph Curry to reach 2,000 points in the playoffs. And you're telling me he's not even a top 10 player in the NBA. People still call him trash. People still call him he's a bum. He sucks. He's not built for this. He always chokes. Look at his resume. Look at what he's done ever since joining the Knicks. Look at it. And you're going to sit here and tell me Jalen Brunson isn't good. He's not good. I think he's going to go down. I think he is. He will go down as the biggest free agency signing ever in NBA playoff history. Not in playoff, NBA history. But I said what I said. I had to say it because I feel like no matter what Brunson does, he's going to get disrespected. You know, he's done so much for the Knicks. He's done so much in the playoffs. And he's still not a top 10 player. But after watching this game, to all of you that watch this game, I hope you now realize how good Brunson is. He scored 11 straight points with Harden as his primary defender, which is very huge because honestly, as good of a player Harden is, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. No matter, without a doubt, he's a top 10 scorer. He's top 10 in scoring. But with how good he is, he's not built for the big moments. He's not built for playoffs. He's not built for championships. There's a reason he has no rings. Because he never shows up when you need him the most. He scored 15 points. And as a top 10 scorer in NBA history, you're telling me you can only score 15 points in the Eastern Conference Finals. You're telling me. James Harden, you've been in this league for around 16 years. You want to win a championship? You got to score at least 30 points. You got to score way more than that. As a first ballot Hall of Famer, you should be scoring 30 points a game. And Donovan Mitchell, too. You're not safe, too. Believe me, he was good in those first 3 quarters, but in the fourth quarter, in overtime, where was he? Where was he? He had 6 steals going into the third quarter. He was honestly killing us, to be honest. He was killing us as a New York native. And you're telling me he only scored 2 points after that in the fourth quarter and overtime. In the fourth quarter, James Harden and Donovan Mitchell were combined for 2 points. James Harden had that 2 points. It came in I believe the final 30, 40 seconds. But still, James Harden, the world's looking at you. The world has their eyes on you. If you're playing like this, if you're going to have more turnovers than made field goals, you gotta go ahead and retire. I hate to say it, but there's a reason why you don't got a championship. There's a reason why, and that's why. And that's how we won this game with Harden as a defender. Brunson was cooking him. Landry Shamet had that game-tying 3 that was insane. Mikal Bridges, that 3 over Evan Mobley. I'm not gonna lie. in shock because he's mainly good in corner threes, but that three was like, that was luck. I'm not gonna lie, it was like a 1 in a million shot. That really brought us into the game, and I just gotta give a shout out to everybody who did their part. Even though if he played pretty bad, because like I said, we were gone we didn't play for more than a week, so I'm pretty sure we all knew the Knicks were gonna be rusty. OG was fully healthy. Well, I believe he was. But, you know, it's going to take a while for him to get back to how he was playing when he was averaging 20 points. But I believe next game is going to show up for sure. And now the Knicks are back in Madison Square Garden, game 2. And if they could win this game, this is very huge. Even though it's just one game, yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're overreacting, but a win like this, with how we came back down that much, that could potentially set the tone for the entire series. Unfortunately, we seen it last year with the Indiana Pacers, and I hate to say it as a Knicks fan, I hate it, but it's true. That game 1 choke completely changed the momentum of the Knicks. So it's now our job to do what they did last year and set the tone and go out there and win the next game. So Jalen Brunson, if he keeps playing like this, I'm telling you, the day this guy wins the championship, he's going to get a statue. He's going to go down as a top 10 player in the NBA and potentially a top 3 player, top 5 player in Knicks history if he brings his team a championship. I'm still in shock. I love you, Jalen Brunson. I've never seen a comeback like that ever. Not even the Knicks in playoff history. The bench, even though we did come back, we gotta be better than that. We gotta make more shots. We can't play that offensively. We gotta play better defensively. McBride, you gotta go out there at least hit a few threes. That's your job. Mitchell Robinson, you gotta work on those free throws. His defense was very huge. The second he stepped foot on the floor, you could feel his presence. The defense was, and the rebounding too was very huge. And Cat, he had a lot of turnovers, so we're going to need a better game next game. So I'm confident in that. And now, before I end the video, I think it's time where you gotta give all your respect to Mike Brown. I'm telling you, ever since game 3, everybody look at him. They thought it was over. We haven't lost ever since that. And people are still blaming him for, why we're down. He's not going out there shooting threes. That's not him. He is a coach, and when the team loses, they're going to look at you. But you got to hold the players accountable. We should have never been in that situation ever. In a game like that, we should never be in that type of situation. So, next game, we got to go out there and make at least half those threes, because going to the second half, we were like, we made 2 threes out of like 23, 21 attempts. If we made at least 3 or 4 threes, the game would have been over within the final 3 minutes. It would have been over, and that's true. And if we want to win next game too, we got to, like I said, trap Harden. He's turning the ball over. He's not built for these moments. He's not built for a championship. He's not built for that. Same for Donovan Mitchell. He could score, but when you need him the most, he's not going to show up. So, if Knicks continue to play like this every single game, the league is in trouble. The league's in trouble. But like I said, we got to stay humble. It's one game, 3 more to go, and you're in the NBA Finals. So take it one game at a time, and let's hope and pray the Knicks can go to the NBA Finals for the first time since 1999 and potentially win their first championship since 1973. I've been confident since day one. You can go back, look at my Instagram at vigosportstalk. I knew it since day one. We have the team to win an NBA championship. People laughed at me. People thought I was crazy. People said, "Oh, Jalen Brunson's on your team. He sucks. Oh my God, he sucks. Oh my God." Look at Jalen Brunson. Give him respect. Give him all the respect. Because if it wasn't for him, who knows where we would be right now? Who knows? And now it's time to get the job done, Knicks. Go out there, win these next 3 games, and you're going to see yourself in the NBA Finals and win this NBA championship for the first time since the 1970s. My name is Vigo Sports Talk, host of Vigo Talks Knicks, and I will see you next episode, Knicks fans. Let's go, Knicks. Let's go in game 2.